Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We are doing. Why is this not? Oh, yeah. I guess I need to go on to this. All right. So we are going to be continuing. What is it? Getting stuck on everything. We're going to be continuing our start of Skies of Arcadia. So I did some grinding. As you can see, I've spent 7 hours grinding on this. So I did put a lot of time into this to kind of get prepared. For the most part, that should be the only amount of grinding I need to do. As you can see, I'm level 8 on both characters. When it comes to super moves, I have almost every single one of them, with one moonberry left for Vice, and for Aika, I got 3 with 2 left. 2 left to get. When it comes to spells, Aika has every single green spell. So all the healing spells and the 2 poison spells, which is actually pretty good. Vice is missing 2 there. When it comes to Red, she is missing 2, and so is Vice. But Vice actually has a lot less experience to go to get the next level. So, also item-wise, another thing to note is that I have 31 healing crystals, so I can just get 500 HP like that. I don't have to worry about that. I also got some Electri Box drops, which is basically just a yellow spell. As you can see, second from the bottom, yellow. It's the basic electric spell. Nothing too big. Another thing for Vice, if we go back here, you now notice he is now Vice the Determined. So that is 3 levels above what it was, because it went from Vice the Unimpressive to Vice the Blue Rogue to Vice the Competent, and then now it's Vice the Determined. So just sitting in here grind. Oh, actually, let's go turn this off. Alright. So now with that off, the random encounters are going to be done. I am actually going to turn this down because it's a little loud for me. So, for the most part, this is going to be very simple. Oh, my mouse is on the screen. Sorry about that. Alright, let's have a look. Ha! You'll never get through this door. I've locked it from this side. So long, rogue. Ha ha ha. Alright, well, let's just go out this door. So this is the first time you kind of get to see a little bit more of how the world is. As you can see, there's just nothing but sky. Though, to be fair, I don't think Vice would be able to hold on. Like, we are traveling in the sky at probably a high speed to keep this amount of metal in the sky, and like his hair's not even being ruffled. Another thing I'd like to point out is when we started this invasion, it was nighttime, like pure pitch black, and now it's like, I wouldn't exactly say dawn, but I'd say mid-morning. And there is no day-night cycle, like, in the game. And now, walking through that door, it's now, like, late morning. It's proper daytime. Your Excellency, the sun is up and visibility is good. The preparations for your escape have been completed. Good work. I have finished my preparations as well. Preparations to dispose of a traitor. What? Please, Your Excellency, what are you doing? I cannot tell the Empress that I lost my ship to the air pirates in a fair fight. I'm going to need a scapegoat, and you'll do quite nicely. To keep my glorious reputation from being tarnished, you must be sacrificed. No, you can't do this. Ah. I can't do the Wilhelm scream. Even in death, he will serve me well. I can't wait to tell the Empress. But Empress, my own vice captain betrayed us and allowed the air pirates to board. I could do naught but dispose of the traitor myself. So this is how Valua treats its people. What? Now that we've taken control of your ship, we'll be taking the girl as well. There's just one more thing I need to do. After seeing you kill an unarmed man in cold blood, I cannot allow you to walk away from this. Draw your blade, Alfonso. Ha! An uncivilized rogue such as yourself wants to challenge me? You aren't worth my effort. But perhaps you'd like to meet one of my pets. Come, Antonio. What is that thing? He's my personal war beast. I was going to leave him here, but it seems I've found a use for him after all. Antonio, trample the pests, and make their deaths as painful as possible. Alright, so let's start the first boss battle. So, one thing to know is that bosses do level up with you. So this is a level 8 boss rather than what it should be at like level 1 or 2. Now for the most part it's not going to cause me too much trouble. Because I do scale a lot better. Oh, she missed. Oh. And here's the first view on stream of the special abilities. Now I will do one of myself. Wrong one. That'll be fine. Oh, got an itchy nose today for some reason. Alright. From half health to dead. Like I said, you outscale bosses. They have an optimal range of like where they're hard, where they get, or where they're impossible to defeat, where they're hard, where they're difficult, to kind of where you should be, to, and then they just get easier from that point. Oh, and of course every boss drops a moonberry. Bah! Perhaps there's more to you than meets the eye. Well, vice of the blue rogues, you will rue this day. The day you stood against the Valuan Empire. We shall meet again. You coward! What kind of commander sacrifices his own men and his ship to run from a fight? Well, even though he is a coward, he was a coward with gold. True. I suppose that the ship and everything is officially belongs to us now. We haven't had a catch this big for quite some time. The people back home are going to be impressed. And look at this girl. I've never seen anyone dressed like that before. You're right. She sure doesn't look like she's from around here. I wonder why Blue is trying to kidnap the girl in the first place. I wonder where she's from. I would assume from here. This place. Am I home? Fina. Fina, you replace Rami, the moon. Or the moon. So she's going to replace Rami, the moon. Elder. However, watch yourself. Do not allow trust. Elder. How is she, Vice? Her breathing's more regular now. I think she'll be alright. Well, that's a little disturbing to wake up to. Hey, look, she's coming too. Where am I? You're aboard our ship, the Albatross. I'm Vice. Don't worry, there aren't any Valuan troops around, so you'll be safe here. Yes, thank you very much. You don't need to thank us. The Blue Rogues are always here to help people. My name's Aika. It's nice to meet you. Hey, could you tell us your name? My name is Fina. Now, this is one of the first... So, I was mentioning when I first started this, at the end of the last stream, that you will get choices. And they kind of define how people perceive you. Now, admittedly, by the end, it doesn't really matter too much. But it does affect your title. Now, admittedly, it never goes down, but you can actually make it go up a lot quicker. So, obviously, that's a strange name. So where are you from? That's a strange name. You kind of get a negative response. This is kind of but to get the one you want, that's a great name. And you hear that little sound? That means you chose the one to get a title boost. Fina, huh? It's a great name. It's so feminine. Really? You think so? Geez, you try and compliment someone. And nothing. No reaction whatsoever. Not much of a compliment. Vice, that wasn't much of a compliment. Looks like you have a lot to learn about women. Excuse me, but I have a question. What exactly is an air pirate? What? You are out sailing all by yourself and you don't even know what air pirates are? Oh, I'm sorry. It's my first time traveling. Basically, air pirates are sailors that attack other ships and steal their cargo. Attack? You don't need to worry about us. We're Blue Rogues. See, air pirates are divided into two factions, the Blue Rogues and the Black Pirates. Black Pirates will attack anything in the sky, especially merchant ships, or vessels, and unarmed ships. However, we Blue Rogues only take cargo from armed ships, especially the Imperial Armada. We rob from the rich and keep the gold, but we use that gold to save the people that need our help. That's why we helped you. Don't worry, we aren't trying to kidnap you or anything, just relax and enjoy the trip. Sure. Vice, Aika, how long are you going to sit there chit-chatting? Come to the bridge now. Oh no, I completely lost track of time. Oh well, I guess that means we have to go. Alright, Fina. We'll see you later. Try and get some rest. So the graphics haven't really been improved much when it was ported to the GameCube from Dreamcast. But for a Dreamcast game, the graphics for this are actually pretty amazing. Like full proper 3D rendering. The fact that they could have just done like plain colors, but they actually put like proper, like for example, this right here, this could have just been kind of more like a plain color, and like these could have been like single shaded and stuff, but they actually put some effort into making the colors. It's actually pretty good, at least in my opinion. You're late, Vice. I told you that you need to be on time for your shift. You know the routine. Swab the decks, and they better be clean. But Dad, I was only a little late. On a ship, being a little late can cost lives. And one more thing, while we're on board, it's not Dad, it's Captain. Got it? Yeah, I got it. We're heading home to Pirate Isle. Go report to Briggs, see if he needs you for anything. This is another thing that I kind of find funny with this game. I honestly like it. It doesn't tell you who Briggs is. Like, it's this guy at the wheel. But, I mean, for the most part, you actually have free control over the little area they kind of gave you right here. So we can go talk to this guy over here, see who he is. Luke the Raider. Hey Vice, that raid earlier was pretty good. It's been a while since we raided a Valuan ship. If you're wondering what we did with the Valuans, well, when they heard their fearless leader abandon ship, they surrendered. Captain Dine just let them go, though. Well, after we took the treasure, of course. There was a lot of it. We'll take what we can, but we only fight when we need to. That's what separates us blue rogues from black pirates. Alright, and then whoop. And a completely unnecessary room. And of course that's where Fina is. And another completely unnecessary room, which is just another bed. Alright, up we go. It's a map of mid-ocean. This area is considered the turf of the Dine family Blue Rogues. Landis the Navigator. When you're at the helm, watch out for sky rifts. They're those really strong downdrafts that surround Pirate Isle. If your engines aren't strong enough when you fly into them, the winds will push you down into deep sky. The pressure down there would crush us. So now we're getting a little bit of kind of a, I guess, a passive way of describing the world. So we're in, I guess, middle sky in the mid-ocean. And then below us, which is that dark area down below, which you can't really see from here, is called Deep Ocean. And it's like you'd expect. High pressures. Briggs, the Vice Captain. Oh, there you are, Vice. You finally decided to join us on the bridge, huh? Well, we're heading back home to Pirate Isle. Pirate Isle is southwest from here. Just head south first, and it's just past the Valley of Islands. Head south through the Valley of Islands? Aye aye. Alright, let's get moving then. Full speed ahead to Pirate Isle. So now they're just going to let me pilot a ship. Vice, before we set sail, do you have any questions you want to ask me? No, not really. Well then, full speed ahead. So, these are the sky rifts that will push you down. One question I do have, though. Where did we attack these people from? Because, see, I can't go through them. They're obviously world barriers, so I can't go through. But, still. Now we're going to encounter the first little things. Oh, a looper, and I forgot the other one. Gasling. Okay. Loopers are a pain in the ass because they have a high evasion. Gaslings not so much. Loopers also like to try and run. There's really nothing special about them. But I will use this to make sure that it dies. They also have ridiculously high defense, because that's not a weak attack. That'll do about 100. That was doing about 150 on the previous, which is more than my basic attacks were doing. Now, if you notice, my compass is now going nuts. And that's because we have discovered, we have found the Pirate's Grave. Pirate's Grave. It appears that someone has scribbled on to the stone. Here lies an unknown blue robe. The actual name has been worn away by the wind, but the first letter, D, can still be made out. Nobody knows who rests here. Wait, that's the legendary Pirate's Grave. Good job, Vice. I'm sure that the Sailors Guild would be more than happy to pay you for making this discovery. Guild? Pay me for the discovery? Much of this world is uncharted and shrouded in legends. Ruins, strange creatures, all sorts of things are waiting to be discovered. Any major port city will have a Sailors Guild, and they pay explorers well on any information discoveries that they've made. When you're flying through the skies and your compass starts spinning around rapidly, that means there's a discovery nearby. If you try searching the area, you'll probably find the discovery. Just head over to the Sailors Guild afterwards and collect your reward. But the longer you wait, the greater chance that someone else will beat you to it. So you should visit the guild as soon as you can, okay? So what they're meaning is if you progress the story a little bit too much, there is a rival person that actually makes discoveries. So you just have to avoid it. So another thing, if you look on the left of the screen, there's that little little glass tube with blue liquid in it. It's basically just to tell you like how deep and everything you are, or your not deep, altitude. It tells you your altitude. And fishing. Oh, there's a. Now there are ranks of fish. They go through the typical ranks of, you know, A, B, C. Now, there was a specialty fish there, but I missed it. I'm just trying to get this done faster because I got a back attack. Oh, I missed the gasling. Shit. Whatever. There we go.
Is it over already?
And they do a lot more experience. Okay, so you see how there's that one fish that's a completely different color. So that is a better quality fish. I actually think I missed it again. Oh, and now you can see I cannot go above that, even though, as you can tell, there's fish up there. And down below, there's even a cap. But yet you can see there's an island down here as well. So, take away. Oh, hey, Watchman, how's it going? So you can kind of take it as it is. For now, we can't really do much, so we're just going to continue on. How'd your stream go? Hopefully it went well. Saw that you were playing Witcher 2, popped in for a couple minutes. Didn't say hi or anything because I was prepping for my stream.
Is it over already?
So another thing you'll notice is there are random ships that will show up in the sky. You can just go over and talk like any other one. So you must be members of the infamous Dine clan. We've been hearing a lot about you guys lately. We hear you've been really stirring things up over in Valua. Keep up the good work. We're behind you all the way. Alright. Now we'll go to Pirate Isle. I'm now in chapter 2. Decided to see the humans instead of the, or decided the. I haven't played The Witcher 2, so I have no clue what you're talking about. And don't tell me, because I will eventually get back to finishing The Witcher after I kind of get past the irritating combat system. But you kind of missed the beginning. So I spent about when I started this up, my game time was at 7 hours and 15 minutes. So I spent a long time grinding over the weekend. Hey Fina, how are you feeling? I'm feeling much better. Thank you for your concern. No problem. I'm just happy to see that you're well. Looks like we'll be reaching the island soon. Island? You can see it right over there. That's our base, Pirate Isle. Pirate Isle. Oh, that doesn't look that much like a pirate. 7, not 17. Most of that time I was helping my buddy out on his 24-hour stream. I sat on my friend's stream over the weekend for 19 hours for his 24-hour 3-year anniversary. It's quite a quite a feat he did. Weapons, armor, gold. Now this is a great catch. One of our best yet. Tonight we should celebrate. Well, Fina, this is what we do. What do you think? Well, it certainly looks challenging. Challenging, huh? Well, now that you mention it, it isn't easy, but it is fun. So, pretty much I just beat the first boss and came here. Like, that save point is literally about 15 seconds away from the boss, so... This is an underground port inside of Pirate Isle. From outside, this village looks like a quiet, peaceful village. But inside the island is where the headquarters is located. There are armories, shops, even a tavern inside here. Come on, we'll give you a tour. Vice! Come to my office immediately and bring that girl with you. I like how you purposely went all the way right up to the top so you can look badass while looking down and calling him out on it. Vice, I wonder what that was all about. I'm not sure, we'd better hurry. You know how my dad gets when we're late. Key to the deck swap. 15 pirates escaped with their lives, and only a single bottle of Laqua between them. And yo-ho-ho, a yo-ho-ho. I've got a good singing voice, eh? No, your ears is about as good as mine. This is the song we pirates sing when we're forced to swab the decks. Alright. So there are 2 ways to get up there. There's the quick way and the slow way. The quick way would be using this pole and climbing up. We're not going to do that.